Yeah, I've seen the culture change here from, I used to think that culture was kind of a couple things. I thought it was making a workplace that was easy. And
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have described it that way, but when I look
Mhm.
at the things early in my career that I was doing to try to have a good culture, they were all making an employee's life easier. Like,
Yeah.
he was like, hey, what do you love about working at Jolly? Oh, it's easy. It's an easy
Yeah.
place to work. Well, that's a horrible culture. You just said it. High performing organizations usually have the best culture. So we were getting this kind of like people liked working here because it was easy. There wasn't much expectation.
I think there was a time too right before that when we talked about peaks and valleys. Before it was easy, it was extremely hard.
So hard.
Like the original Jolly Days it was 24/7. Everyone was on call. We were going to run every call no matter what.
Burn and churn.
Burn and churn. Like if you were going to be here, you were going to work late, you were going to work a ton of overtime, and then we overcorrected.
And then you weren't going to work here for long because it was just crazy.
So from unsustainable hard to way too easy.
Way too easy, leniency, no accountability.
Yeah.
So I thought that building a good culture at first, early in the career, was that and like having good snacks, having a basketball court, having a cool looking facility. It's not enough. It's not enough. That's all part of it. Like
Sure.
cool facility. I think in 2015 when we redid our facility and built a basketball court in it, made it this kind of state of the art looking thing, ton of glass. It's a place you walk into. You don't really, when you walk into it, the last guess of where you're at would be a plumbing office.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't have that general vibe. That was a big part of, that was like the start of let's build a really good culture.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stopped there for a minute, for a couple of years. It's like, oh, we got a basketball court in our office. We got a good culture. Well, we weren't communicating well. We weren't having one-to-ones.
Nope.
We would go months without ever even talking to an employee in the field that was a direct report of ours. Our communication rhythms were just poor. We weren't tracking our culture. We weren't doing any type of survey to track and see truly how people felt. Our turnover was high. People would leave and we wouldn't understand why because we hadn't talked to them. So I think how I've seen it change and evolve is, I guess it's just the opposite of that, but setting a budget for culture, having an employee experience manager that tracks, engages with that, talks about it with me in our one-to-one. Her and I have a one-to-one every week where we talk about culture. We have our fingers are on the pulse constantly. We do an engagement survey once a year to survey our team anonymously, and really fun events, really good snacks that they get for free, cool basketball court, cool office. Like that's like the over and above stuff that I think helps, but it certainly doesn't mean that we have a good culture.